Testing. Okay. Well, thank you, Dan, for that nice introduction. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2011 Second Annual No Magic World Conference. I'm Gary Duncanson, President and CEO, and we're glad to have you here in Texas, and appreciate your effort to come down here and see things firsthand and learn more about No Magic's new products, our partners, and some of the solutions that we'll be debuting here at the 2011 Second Annual Conference. This year's conference provides you with an incredible opportunity to learn from nationally recognized experts, fellow users, our partners, and of course some of the wonderful No Magic staff that has gathered here today. For more than 16 years, No Magic has delivered, and we've delivered products and services with measurable ROI in modeling, simulation, analysis, development, interoperability, training, and consulting. And we do this by providing this with innovative, standards-based solutions. And we do this through our knowledge and commitment to being the most standard, compliant products and service offerings in the market. If you need to improve your business, put everything you do and make it all standards-based. It will pay dividends in the long run. So let's walk down memory lane a little bit and tell you, for those who may not know the history of No Magic. We were founded in 1995 as basically as mostly an offshore advanced object technology company. And everybody was kind of starting to gear up for Y2K, and they were doing a lot of left foot, right foot stuff. But what we did was, there's enough of those companies. Companies, what they need is to do things with advanced object technology. And what we found out during the Y2K effort is, for about 30% more, we could actually modernize people's applications and be able to do that for about 30% more and actually give them a new client-server-based architecture. And then from that, during the dot-gone era, as I call it, we started pivoting into really being a products company. And we came up with a lot of solutions, and then we've now evolved into what I consider a modeling, simulation, and analysis solutions company. I really don't even consider us anymore to really be a tools company. We really provide the solutions and the facilities and the people to make those things happen. One of the key things that we're driven by is really by the voice of our customers. I'm an old Purdue double E, and what I really enjoy is that this company has put that critical feedback loop in, and the customer is a key part of our process, because without your feedback, the good, the bad, and the ugly on our products, we wouldn't know where we are or where we need to go. And we never stop developing and testing and launching the best-of-breed solutions for your global enterprises. And I'm proud to announce that our sales are actually at record levels thanks to executing against our corporate strategy. We've had a lot of new faces at the executive level, and of course a lot of more good feedback from our customers. And we like to deliver long-term business value. So if you have an idea, you see a hole in something's not being done well enough, I want to hear about it personally. My door is always open. Central to our strategy of innovation is at the fundamental part, like I said, is standards, and which sets No Magic apart, I think, from our competitors, because we strictly are adhering to those standards. And No Magic maintains a leadership position at many standards bodies, and we're involved in all kinds of things from banking to system engineering to enterprise architecture, and a lot of those standards are being developed out at the OMG. And we've made a significant impact not only on our company's direction as well as our brand recognition, but most of all, we've really made a difference in our industry, and we're very proud of that. With the OMG as a key player, we're delighted to have Richard Soley, who's the OMG's chairman and CEO, speak here again this year, and he'll give you some more information about what's being done at the OMG and the efforts on and new standards that are out there. Specifically, Richard's going to speak about UML in the cloud. And this will underscore, how too they are shaping the multiple industries that we're all involved in. So don't miss Richard's presentation. I'm excited about each and every one of these innovative breakthroughs that we've developed here at No Magic. magic, and specifically I want to mention our Cameo suite. Some of our customers have told us that they're a little bit confused because of all the new products and services that we've come out and within the past 18 months. It was, when we actually went and counted them, I looked back and said, I couldn't believe how much we've accomplished. It's been just phenomenal. So I came up with this slide to help kind of simplify what we offer. We have modeling solutions, and within the modeling solutions, of course, we have our flagship product, Magic Draw. We have our SysML. We have our business process modeling. We also have our UPDM for enterprise architecture and our SOA Plus, and as well as our new Cameo enterprise architecture, which I'll describe in a minute, which is a new bundle. We have advanced solutions for parametrics, being able to solve equations forward or backwards, putting them into any of the models. We have our e-compliance line of products that allow you to model and tie into our models issues with compliance. And we have Cameo Requirements Plus, which is still the only 4th generation requirements tool on the market, and I'll talk a little more about that. And last year at this time, we announced we were getting ready to release our simulation toolkit. I'm proud to say that we released the beta in December, and in January we released it GA, and it's really revolutionizing some of the modeling and simulation that's going on here. And for interoperability, we have the 3 products there in the middle, Cameo Interop, and the Workbench in order to tweak those interfaces, as well as Cameo Data Hub that allows you to tie Magic Draw with CSV files, as well as tying it with the requirements tool. And for collaboration, we have our Teamwork Server and Team Server, and I'll tell you more about what's happening there in a few minutes. And for model-driven development, we have the Blue Age wonderful line of products from the M2 series for M2 Spring, M2 Flex, and M2 Code. We also have a Cameo MDA also as another alternative, as well as if you're doing mobile apps, we have a new product that we started offering in a service offering only initially, called Model to Mobile, which is the OEM of the Ghostwriter product. We also have other products out there for the Cameo Data Modeler, Nomos OCL Business Rules, Rule Testing, and the Nomos XXD Import, as well as the SBVR for doing semantic business vocabulary and rules modeling. Coming soon, we have some new products that we're announcing here as the Cameo MVC, and it's really interesting. Gardner is very high on this new product, and I'll tell you more in a minute. We have Cameo Harvester that does business rule harvesting out of source code as well as PDF and those kind of documents. And we have the long-awaited release of the Cameo Visual Ontology Modeler that should be out shortly here. And we have another product for design-driven testing from Iconics called Cameo DDT. This has been asked for by a lot of our customers. A lot of the enterprise architects said, you know, I hate to go justify buying 5 products because the way you have your products listed, I have to buy the central product and all these bundles. And they said, can't you just give me one SKU to order this product? So what we did was took the advice of the customer once again, and we bundled all the things that you could possibly do as an enterprise architect, the different types of modeling you would do, and bundled it into a nice one package. So you have SysML, you have UPDM, DODEF, MODEF, you have business process modeling, you have service-oriented architecture, and all that with, of course, Magic Draw. Now we get to interoperability. Interoperability, I believe, is one of the absolute key things in our industry that is desperately needed out there. I mean, at the OMG, we've been working hard with our interoperability working group. Well, it was making progress, but not fast enough progress. As with any standards body, when you have many multiple vendors, various people have various initiatives they want to get accomplished. It's not necessarily interoperability. But we've been making some good strides there. But Nomagic decided, you know, we could provide this solution and provide it now for the industry. So we went out and saw a partner, and we found that, you know, the person and the company who had made the most advancements was a company called Sodius. So we went and partnered with Sodius. We looked at what we needed to provide in that interface, and we've come up with a very good solution. And it was very interesting earlier this year at the DoD conference, the Enterprise Architecture Conference. The DoD now has a problem. The problem is they realize, you know, they're supposed to be vendor neutral. But what they realized is that the solution they've been looking at for 20 or so years for interoperability, they've got it now. somebody's come up with it, and No Magic came up with it. And we had some interesting meetings, and a lot of the other vendors were bent out of shape from that. But basically the DoD told them, hey, look, you should have taken your time and effort. You knew the problem was there. You should have went out and solved it. No Magic put their time and their money and their reputation on the line to go out and have true interoperability. The beauty about this solution is that if you know your data format, your metadata format, all you have to do is take that metadata format, map it into our repository, and of course we have a lot of different other products that have also been mapped in the repository, and then if we don't, and then you can create your own transformation. We have many out-of-the-box transformations already made for other products like the Rational Suite, for, of course, System Architect and Rhapsody. You can actually go both ways, and you can see how wonderful this is. And the DoD, when they're giving us a test file, they almost didn't believe what they heard. So they said they gave us a file. They go say, but we should go to lunch and come back, and after it loads, you can show us how your stuff works. I said, no, just stay where you're at. So we took a file from them that normally took them 2 hours to load in System Architect. We loaded it in Magic Draw and we loaded through the converter, and we loaded it in Magic Draw in 5 minutes. Their jaw just about dropped. And I'll tell you what, we've gotten a lot of great feedback, and a lot of our customers, like Accord, for instance, have been heavily using the Cameo Interop product to not only provide their reference models in No Magic's products, but also our competitors. There truly is need for interoperability here. And our Cameo Data Hub has made great progress also. You can use that, like I said, to tie Magic Draw along with our requirements tool, as well as to CSVs, and as well as keep them in sync, including even to our competitors' requirements tools. So now you can have truly interoperability and use best of breed and best cost advantage, but yet not waste any kind of product that you've already bought and already spent that money on. The Cameo Team Server is evolving, and it may get renamed to something, but basically what's happened there is we had the Cameo Team Server, which was for the requirements tool and the repository for that and user and access control, and we had the Teamwork Server, which was for the model. Well, now we're joining those two into one repository so our customers can gain a lot of benefit, as well as we could also work together to increase scalability. So people wonder, what can you model with Magic Draw? Well, as you can see here, just about anything from UML to SysML to Department of Defense to government to the Zachman framework, enterprise architecture, you can requirements, just about model anything you want. Another innovation that has really done really well, like I said, is the simulation toolkit. For those who don't know or haven't tried the simulation toolkit, you need to. Because for 20 years in the modeling industry, we've been looking for kind of the holy grail. We said some days we'll have models that can execute, and execute using open industry standards. And that's the key there, is open industry standards. Sure, there's been some proprietary solutions out there that have run on that, but of course it takes you down into that proprietary format and locks you into a particular vendor. At No Magic, you will never ever be locked into our tool, because we are all standards-based and we will always give you access to your data. Because after all, it's your data. And the simulation toolkit is really nice also, that the fact that you can take one-to-end simulated systems and have them all independent systems talk to one another, exchanging data as well as events. And also, concurrently at the same time, they can talk to one-to-end real systems, exchanging events and data. So you can have all these things and test that man-in-the-middle system and be able to do an accurate model there for the middle. You can also do things like user interfaces, or say you get early feedback from your engineering diagrams, where you can literally take those diagrams, take those pictures, or even take a picture of a mock-up device, and then put that into Magic Draw in a couple of seconds, and be able then to go and define your different state charts and things like that, and be able to get that working in a real simulation, and it really looks like that machine is already running.